This is one of those recipes that's on replay in our house because everyone loves it and it's so easy. I'm gonna show you the recipe. Let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is dice up one onion. Put some olive oil in my pan, and I'm gonna cook my onions in my pan just for a couple minutes until they're translucent. I'm also gonna add 2 spoonfuls of garlic. Now that our onions are translucent and our garlic is cooked up a little bit, we're gonna add 1 pound of ground beef. Once your beef is brown, you're just gonna wanna drain any of the grease. We're gonna add our seasonings. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. You could use regular paprika as well. 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and 3 teaspoons of ground cumin. 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Give that a good stir to get all the seasonings all around. Now we're gonna add 1 can of black beans, make sure to drain them. 1 can of corn drained. You can add a 4-ounce can of green chilies, or I do half a 4-ounce can of diced jalapeno pepper. If I'm doing green chilies, I would add the whole can. If you don't like spice, leave that part out. Now I'm just gonna give it a good stir. You're gonna add 1.5 cups of red enchilada sauce. Then you're gonna wanna add 2 cups of chicken broth. Now we're gonna add 1.5 cups of long grain white rice. Add your washed rice to the pan. Once you add in your washed rice, you're gonna wanna turn your stovetop up higher so that it starts to simmer. Once it starts to simmer, you're gonna put your lid on and then turn it to low, medium low, just so you have a nice low simmer for 15 minutes. And you do not have to stir it during that 15 minutes. Now our rice is done cooking, we're gonna take 2 cups of cheese and we're gonna sprinkle that on top. Usually I would use like Monterey Jack, but I just have cheddar. You can use whatever cheese you like. And just put your lid back on, let that cook for a minute just to let the cheese melt. Make sure to turn your stove off, and we're gonna remove that from the heat so the rice doesn't keep cooking. Ours is done cooking. I'm gonna top mine with a little bit of sour cream. You could top it with jalapeno, salsa, taco sauce. You could eat it with chips, tortillas. We like it just like this. And there you go, we have beefy enchilada rice.